friend of mine gave me a voucher for a free class up at John C. Campbell Folk School at Brasstown, North Carolina, about 2 hours north here of where I live in Sewanee, Georgia. I've taught up there at John C. Campbell. I've attended class before up John C. Campbell, and I've turned a few stools. So I didn't really go up there to learn how to turn a stool, but more for just the John C. Campbell experience, the good food, and hang out with wood turners. And in the process, I turned a stool. So in this video, I'm not really going to show you how to turn a stool, but I'm just going to have you show a few scenes of John C. Campbell, a little bit about a few scenes at the wood turning studio and turning a stool. And at the end of this video, I'll show you what I accomplished. In doing one of these by myself in my shop, I would have drilled a smaller hole and used a woodworm screw, but Tony Sutton, the instructor's approach to using cutting a recess was certainly a faster and easier way to get a bunch of novice turners through this project.
This is kind of a tricky one.
This is the one that's a little tricky, and we'll be.
It's going to bite high first.
Make sure yeah, it's going to be on. And we're going to bring this all the way around. It's beginning to round off. That's what we're shooting for.
Alright, folks are beginning to straggle in from breakfast. Very well equipped shop. Got 10 full-size Powermatics, individual workstations.
Saturday morning on a weekend class at John C. Campbell. Had breakfast, everybody's beginning to set up. We had a couple hours last night. So we're going to school, and this is the scene out of pocket.
And it'll stay up. Then you're going to take the belt off. Right against the piece. Now, start on your own end, not exactly at the end. You want the bevel, the cutting edge of the tool, the foot is going to be pointing off towards the direction I want to cut. Progressively further back. Direction is going to cut on top. Now I can fairly smooth over to come back over to the it's a little big, so I know it won't. But because of the way we've got it mounted, I can go right back in there. And I can reset. And I'm right back where I want to be. And a little more. I just want to sneak up on it. You don't want to take off a lot. You're just taking off. What is that? Did you bring it down that far?
So when I have a recess or a hole in the bottom of a stool, I like to cover it up, and I do that with just a ingrained scrap and decorate it a little bit and glue it in there and plug that hole. Give it a little design feature when they turn it over. Well, I have to say, they said sneak up on the tenons, and I was in too big a hurry. One of them I didn't sneak up on, so I wasn't able to get mine glued up because I had to bring another block of wood home and return it because I didn't have the tenon sized right. When I was taking it off and putting it back on, somehow I missed it, and it wound up getting a little bit off center. So I add a little glue using Tight Bond original, doesn't matter. Put that aside. Line up the grain, which is easy to miss, but it improves the appearance. And this was pretty green wood, so it shrunk a little bit. So I got to tap that in, but it's not going anywhere. Now for the legs. And now I glue in the legs. I'm going to put a little glue on the leg joints. And because the glue is going to get absorbed, I'm going to put it on the inside of the hole as well, deliberately. And do it one, and just kind of twist it in place. Until that tight bond sets up. Okay, I've got a little excess here. Be a little more careful with the next one. The excess glue. Haven't decided how I'm going to finish it, but I think I'm going to use a little spray dye. And so on, similarly with the other three legs. And the beauty of a three-legged stool is it never will rock. Oh, do wear gloves when doing any kind of work with dye, spray or otherwise. So I dyed mine with some kind of aquamarine chromacraft dye. It's got 10% shellac in it, and then I used a little yellow to hit highlights around the band and the feet and the little beads, just to give it a little different touch. So this is the chromacraft product I was using.
While I was there, I had a chance to visit the wood carving studio and watch a demonstration on wood carving. That got me motivated to look at doing some wood carving embellishments on my wood turnings. I got a little ahead of some of the class members, so the instructor gave me this elm, what he said was elm, looks like poplar, bowl blank. So I made this bowl with a wide rim. I'll do some carving on that later. So stay tuned for that. By the way, I do wood turning instruction in my shop. If you're interested, details on my website. And I appreciate your comments and questions. Leave them in the comments below. And remember, y'all stay safe and come on back. You hear?